My drone's freaking out, so we're gonna head back. Hey, howdy, hello. Welcome back to a video. It's vinyl shootout day. We got to talk about a very interesting vinyl shootout today. Pinegrove Cardinal. Now, they did some really cool stuff in 2017. That's when I discovered them. And they broke up in 2023, last year. And it was super sad for a lot of us fans. But they've been doing some really amazing stuff. And I wanted to showcase them because I really think they deserve it. And it was my favorite album in 2023. My drone's freaking out, so we're gonna head back and we'll have some fun with this. They're so creative. I just wish I had an inkling of their creativity. In their ampersand thing, in their whatever it was where they did the live show in the house and they took you through a little tour. Even though they're really focused and good at the music, it's amazing when bands can really bring you close to the music, tie in nature themes with their cool recording studio in New York. I've been a fan of Pinegrove since 2017 when I saw their AOTY live session. They performed all the bangers that no one knew yet, and I was super impressed with everything that they were able to do. They've done music videos on a boat. I forgot about that. They did an acoustic session of Orange. This band is no longer a band, which is sad. Alt country, folk, a little bit of indie rock vibes. You know, nothing fancy. We've seen 100 bands do this. What's the big deal? Well, Pinegrove is special to me because, I don't know, there's something about his voice. They've been able to build a fan base around a sound that, you know, I mean, it's a little 90s, it's a little old school, but indefinite hiatus happened last year, 2023. We hated to see it as fans, but, you know, it's possible that they might come back. You never know. I'm holding out hope. Come here, little buddy. Epic drone vlog. Maybe it's good to talk about this to clear the air, to get it out in the open at least. You know, the band had a completely, shall we say, scandalous history. There was some stuff going on with Evan, some power play stuff. You can look into it, you know, the reports and the allegations. It is hard to separate the art from the artist. And I did want to mention that because I feel like it's important to discuss the band holistically, even as, you know, we're focusing on the vinyl, but a lot of people have never heard of this band because I do want to showcase how beautiful the music is. And that being said, the vinyl was really fun to collect, hunting it down, and I really hope you enjoy the process. Let's check it out. Pinegrove Cardinal vinyl shootout. Hey, howdy, hello. Pinegrove shuffle, holding every pressing variation. We're gonna get into every pressing variation. Confusion regarding which is the first, second, and third pressing. Confusion regarding the color of the blue variants. There's some interesting stuff going on with this one. Pricing. You can't really, oh, it's very small. We have every single pressing of this. There was some cost associated with this, as you can tell here. I didn't actually snag that hand-painted cover, limited to like less than 100. More than likely. Looks really sick. Person did not want to sell it for asking price, but good news is I have every single one of these dubbed. Yeah. So I listened to this album 12 times, plus I listened through it just to check to make sure there are no nuances and variations. So we're getting right into it right now. There you go, buddy. What are the different variations? Well, I got my notes here, so I'm gonna standard black press right here. You see that bottom part right there? It's the Run for Cover records. Your standard jacket reflections. You're gonna see, this is normal. This is on all of it. That was on those little white dots. All of that's on the jacket. It's not, it's part of the design of it. It's not a defect in your vinyl. Same with the back. You're gonna see the barcode, and you're gonna see, this is what you wanna look for, this Run for Cover Records corner right there. That's the old style logo. They've since changed it, even if that very reflective black vinyl, beautiful as it is, looks identical to the other presses. It's not. The good news, all of these sound really close together, and you're going to get that same insert, which I've preserved in a multifunctional sleeve just to keep it extra crispy. Lyrics, credits, what's going down. So that means your red vinyl is going to have that. Might even say Pirates Press in the deadwax. Beautiful red color. Matches the squares. Hunted down 2 reds. Not really sure why they're identical. I think I got a good deal on one and then saw one in a record store. We're going to get to the difference between these 2 blue ones. As you can tell, there's a little difference, light and dark. I also hunted down another dark. Repress. Black vinyl. It's going to look the same. It's going to have a different hype sticker, and it's going to say something cool on it, you know. It's going to have that new Run for Cover record on your jacket. Right there on the bottom. There's your tell. Going to have a download code as well, you'll notice. Same jacket. Pretty much. It's gray. Vinyl sounds great still. It's not squashed dynamically or anything. We'll talk about that in a minute. Something that did happen to me as I listened through these that I thought it might have been the vinyl, but it was actually me. There's your old style. Once again on another black variant. But it's the same deal. Let's talk about the clear UK press real quick. This is an earlier copy. Imported this directly from Nice Person in the UK. Comes in a paper sleeve, kind of disgusting. Comes with a barcode in the other sleeve, over that outer sleeve rather. And the clear vinyl, beautiful. Great sounding, no issues. Good news is it sounds every bit as good, A being against every single other press. Of course, after I did that, I hunted down. Someone else said, hey, I have it. I wanted one with the CD, but I didn't think I was going to get one. They weren't available anywhere. It looks white, but it's clear. Pinegrove Expanded Edition bonus tracks. I put it, no, I think it came in that little sleeve, yeah, but put it in there. Old Run for Cover. Run for Cover logo. Not cheap, very pretty. Kind of matches the CD, that's kind of cute. They're both clear. Giant pile of these. Okay, and then the gray one, very cool, matches the cover. Original press, sounds fantastic. Same insert with the beautiful squares. Gets a little bit of marble. That's cool. It's not a flat gray. You got a little bit of marbling. You'll see it in there. Great sounding. I put this on and I immediately went right here. Hello. How are we? You know where I am. Oh. Now we just decide to autofocus. Okay. 3. You notice right away? Can you tell? Can you tell which one of these is not like the other? Bring them a little closer. Can you tell? Just look at that. Can you tell? Can you tell now? Aha. Darker, lighter, darker gray, lighter gray, lighter blue, darker blue. Very subtle. Take your time if you need. This is going to be difficult to show. Dark blue, light blue. Very subtle again. Wow. That's a clear representation right there. But it's subtle. To make matters worse, they both have the Run for Cover Records thing on the bottom. Light, dark, and light. You can kind of tell. That's subtle. You can tell if you look at them side by side. But are you gonna have somebody notice the difference between a first press and a repress? You don't have to worry too much because they both sound great though. Two different dark blues. One of my dark blues sucked, just as far as ticks and pops were concerned, but still sounded like mastering wise really nice. Got them in nice sleeves too. Well, that's your presses. If I had to pick one based on sound, I think there's something cool about the black OG. Can't go wrong with any of these pressings, especially sound-wise. What are we looking at here? These waveforms, no pun intended. You can see right now, I boosted the gain to level it, to solo it, and double check. Really clean dynamics, occasional ticks and weird stuff. But between pressings, it's like dead silent. That would be a space between press. If you go down, some of these did have some noise. That one right there is the dark blue. The red one had some weird ticks and stuff between as well. But it's not stuff you're gonna notice. I A-B'd it against each other, and this right here, let's go in a little closer here. Look at the dynamics being squashed. Yeah, it's louder. That's on the FLAC. The FLAC sounds great, but there is no headroom. You can see all that stuff chopped off right there. Not exactly lined up, but it's louder. Like this peak right here. See how you got, this is like a little short and this one is a little tall. And then you go down to this one and these peaks are the same height. Those are called dynamics. What you're looking at from the digital to the analog, you're getting that warmth, that pretty sound, the way it was meant to sound, I believe. And that digital recording, though it does it justice, it's real pretty treble. The soundstage is nice. It's a little bit settled into the background, I think. Just, again, that's the way it sounded in the room. And there's something to the vinyl that really fits that soundstage, and the dynamics, I mean, that's just proof right there. I mean, look at that. You can just zoom out. That looks like, I don't know, what does that look like to you? That looks like one of those ice cream cones that they just like overfilled, and this one has all like ice cream cone with nice texture, you know, double scoop. There's elements of both. I love the sound of the digital. That was the way I listened to it. But here's what I did notice when I was listening through the presses. Well, I recorded them switching needles. Mistake, easy to make. I recorded the gray one, you know, right here on a nice stylus. Hard to remember names ever. VM750 SH. And then the stylus is like the SH part of it. Versus the other stylus, which ends in 30 EN. This was a orangey stylus. Kind of looks like this. Very tiny, very minimal. It sounded really good when I A-B'd it playing other stuff. And I was like, dude, that sounds just as good as my other expensive brown one, the VMNS thing. I'm just gonna switch out and play the orange one. Well, I dubbed all my Pinegrove vinyl using that little orange one, except for the gray. And I switched it A-Bing that gray right there. And I went, holy moly, the bass is back. What just happened? Like literally, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna keep the gray one. Well, this is a clear winner. It was the stylus. So don't lie to yourself and think you're hearing something you're not. Always double check, cross-reference it. I did clean them too, the needles, both of them, you know. It's something that's good to do. I ultrasonically cleaned a lot of these vinyl for other vinyl shootouts that I've done. I didn't for this one. They all sounded fantastic within margin of error of each other, but sounded great. Voice really cuts through. The instrument separation, the sound saves, the way it feels in the room. Obviously, there's lots of pressing variations if you're looking like, which one do I have? Is it blue? Is it red? Does it have a CD? I thought that would be beneficial to share. And I also thought listening through every single one of these is good practice. Is it good practice to pay $760 every time you want to compare stuff? I did it so you don't have to. How about that? We'll just leave it at that. What's your thoughts on this album? Rest in peace, Pinegrove for now, as far as we know. I'm not gonna read off Wikipedia, but some thoughts about, you know, this album. You have one of these and you want to share it. It can be a personal experience you had with the band. Did you see them live? Or were you when you heard this for the first time? I remember when I heard the AOTY live session. And which pressing did you hunt down? Me from a year ago with the drone would have told you that this might have not have been a colossal waste of time and worth the hunt to compare. Not knowing, oh no, we got a red vinyl on the loose. And I believe showing these off to Atmosphere Collectibles when I went up there to show them, went up there to interview them, Evansville, Indiana. And we talked about duplicate records. Well, of course, your vinyl shootout had to show them Pinegrove Cardinal. Got to run into the artist of Amperland, their album. So that's cool. Shout out their Instagram there. 11 different variants. But I will tell you the best story that came out of this was I was able to run into, I bought one of these from the guy who did, it was just crazy to be able to meet him through buying it. So I'll shout out his Instagram too. Amazing artist. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It's kind of special album for me.
Colors or different?
Yeah, we got black, we got gray, got white, got red, two different shades of blue. It's ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. As well as many other things that I have duplicates of. It's fun to variant collect. Oh my gosh. It's fun to variant collect. I find value in getting different pressings of stuff. You know, Marigold over here, do you want the blue or the yellow variant? I was like, because the cover's blue and the cover's yellow. It's kind of choose your own adventure. It's kind of fun. You know, sometimes color doesn't matter. It's just, what do you want? Pinegrove, band with heart and soul. Band with banjos, beautiful twang, beautiful introspection. Talking about friendships and journeys in life. I think their music also has a nice, passionate message that is poignant in a time like today. I think I'm not the only one who finds Cardinal special. My album of the year, 2016. We're doing all these. So keep coming back. Appreciate your time. I will see what happens next. Ooh, it's been a decade since Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. So that'll be coming up this year. We'll definitely be talking about that. A Ghost is Born repress on the white vinyl and the Robin's Egg blue vinyl with the egg cover. Interesting stuff going on there. I want to talk about Phoebe Bridgers. Phoebe's Stranger in the Alps, every pressing of that. That was insane. That was the most I've ever spent. Seems like it keeps getting higher and higher for the most I've ever spent. Ooh, Wilco. Wilco's a band that kind of sounds like Pine. It's been fun. Loved chatting with me and my past self. Yeah. Keep on grooving your way.